Three, two, one. A source of podcast. My name is Jabari Butler. I'm here with J.R. Hall.
Yo,
Man,
yo,
what's the
yo.
good word?
What's good, JB? What's been going on this week? This past
Moved
week?
into the new house. I see. I hear you got an echo in the background.
Oh yeah, you know we got some
Got
more space.
got some extra leg room around this bitch.
Some more space around this mug. Yes, sir. Needed that.
Well, let's get to some foolishness off the muscle. Let's get to this Giants Cowboys, man. Well, I just want to hear your I just want to hear your reaction, this initial reaction to Giants Cowboys last weekend.
Man, well, it's been a minute, and the Giants versus the Cowboys. The Giants had me like, oh, okay, we got this. Let's get it. We got Russell Wilson dropping bombs from Pakistan, throwing that mud like he's 15 years old.
Man, throwing that joint from Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, New Zealand.
Bro, he was throwing that up across the whole United States, praying that one of his receivers caught that mud. His receivers, they was doing their job. They was getting down that field and falling right under that ball. That ball would fall right in their hands. It didn't matter what the Cowboys DBs that was hitting people, vases, had their gloves, scraping their gloves across the vases. People still making the catches. The Cowboys, they tried to make that mud tough. And they was in Dallas, so they had the referees behind them. But it would have been nice for a non-Cowboys fan to see the Cowboys get beat early, a division loss early in the season to the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys, yeah, we would have turned up. Game. That was a great game to start the whole Sunday off.
I just had like a major. This is like one of those games that you feel some type of way before the game, and then you feel some type of way after the game. Like no matter what.
I know y'all Giants fans feel some type of way.
And we haven't played. We haven't even been close since. We haven't even been in a close game with the Cowboys really since 2015. So it's been a minute. So since it's been
10 years.
Like a competitive competition.
Competitive?
And it sucks when you play so well and you shoot yourself in the foot with penalties.
Man, because I thought they was going to win.
It's almost like that's almost like a organizational thing, because I can't really put that game on the players almost. Really? It's almost like, what else can you ask from a football player, from a football team? Y'all got sacks, y'all got stops, but it's just, you can't win the game with 14 penalties. You can't, especially a division rivalry, and like we said earlier this morning, you got to put Dak Prescott away.
You got to put him away, or he's going to stick around and he's going to hang around like that old, like the old man is late at night and you know he ain't supposed to be sticking around. Here come Dak Prescott. We're going to let him stick around to the fourth quarter. Oh, Dak Prescott probably going to find a way to hit you in the head or make you shoot yourself in the foot, and that's going to be Dak Prescott game. Dak Prescott, as much as we hate to say it, as much as I hate to say it, because I'm not a Cowboys fan at all, not a Dak Prescott fan, Jerry Jones, any of them. Man, having Dak Prescott stick around at the end of the game is almost like LeBron or Kobe or Michael Jordan at the end of the game, like, oh my goodness, why did they give this man the ball with this little amount of time left, knowing he know what to do with the ball. He know how to get the ball to his best players. He know how to work his game to his best abilities that he needs right now. And it's like, once you let them stick around in that game, it's almost...
I just want to highlight some of the standouts, because there was so many standout performers in that game. I mean, probably some of the best, performance-wise, some of the best we've seen this season as far as... you go from Malik Neighbors to CeeDee Lamb to Wan'Dale Robinson. I mean, how many receivers had over 100 receiver yards in that game? Like,
I know it was at least 3 or 4.
And then Scatterbo is getting in there, trucking people now.
Shoot, Jackson Dart getting in the mix. They throwing him in there every once in a while. Russell Wilson, he better sharpen up.
I mean, well, remember we were saying last week, this is Russell Wilson's Super Bowl? Yeah, he played that. Yeah, Russell Wilson played that ball like the Super Bowl. Yeah, he played that. He knew what was on the line. He played like he knew what was on the line. He played like his life was on the. I like that. I liked it, honestly. I mean, you hear me? You don't hear me talking about let's fire up Jackson Dart, do we? You don't hear me talking like that. Because if it was he overdid it last weekend. That was like 470 something yards. He overdid it, but if it wasn't something close to that, he was done in New York. He had to know that too. He had to know that.
He was out there looking like a 15-year-old. The last person I seen throw for 450 plus yards was Pat Mahomes. I think he threw for 500 yards. And it was like, dang, I ain't seen Russell Wilson. Where this Russell Wilson been? Dang. Why he wasn't playing like that? But man, Russ, he played his ass off. You couldn't ask nothing more for Russell Wilson that game. He did everything he needed to do. I think you just gotta focus up on those little penalties, like you said. That 14 penalties was costly. Y'all took them to overtime and everything. So that means y'all played great. If y'all had 14 penalties and still was in the game, still took them to overtime, still scored 40 points, y'all played really good. I think that's more on the players. I feel like that rookie O-lineman that y'all had, he jumped off sides a couple times. And I think... And
then we had a rookie D-lineman in Abdul Carter. He was jumping off sides a couple of times. And he was making plays as well, it's like when you're in those
games, you got to do one or the other.
Right.
You got to make
Not
a
even
play.
That, you got to eliminate the mistake. It's just focus. Yeah. It's almost, but when you have 14 penalties, I mean, that's almost like a coaching thing. It's like, what are we coaching? What are we doing in practice to bring over this certain amount of penalties into a game? Like, we're supposed to work that out in preseason. Okay, if we're getting this many such and such penalties in preseason, what are we doing to limit the, you know what I'm saying? That's like that's almost an organizational, almost a failure. Not failure, but, you know.
Yeah, I do get that, but my only thing is I don't know too much about the Giants coaching. I believe they do got new coaches and things, but I do agree with you 100% on that could be a coaching thing. That probably is a coaching thing, but I do think once you get down to it, and we got one person. This man, I believe, y'all offensive lineman, he was either number 55 or number 51. He got 3 false start penalties in one quarter. I think that's more of a, hey, man, you need to tighten up. You need to focus up. You need to get that crowd noise out your head. You need to focus up on what's on the field. It's a lot of stuff going on. This big old stadium, this big old screen, everybody yelling, hollering. fans, kids, all of that. But we need you to focus up. It was like y'all would get ready. The Giants would get ready to make a play. Russell Wilson, he would have made a play. He would be getting ready to move the ball down the field a little bit more. Then this man would jump off sides again. And then I know he did that 2 times in about 5 minutes, and I seen the coach pull him off of the field. I don't know if he got back on the field the second half or what, but I feel like it was kind of like just a focus, or honestly just a focus thing. I think y'all are actually, I think they're really well coached. Shoot, because I thought the Cowboys was going to have a 40-some points, and I thought the Giants was going to have a little, maybe 14 points. And the Giants.
Well, that's the thing. The Giants haven't scored over 20. I mean, we haven't scored over, 20 points in too many games in the past. Since Eli, we haven't been, I mean, it's been like 6, 3, 14, 10. It hasn't been. There hasn't been a 40-point game since Eli Manning, and Eli hasn't played in almost a decade.
Jesus, man. But I think that was a great game. That was a great game to start. Like we've been saying, these games that started the year up, I believe it was the first week, we had a really good game to start to pop the season off. Then it's just like those games before, like the first games on Sunday or maybe that Thursday game, those games have been great. Those games have been really good. As an NFL fan, at the start of the season, to see 2 teams come out and both teams look well coached, both teams look like those players are ready to go. They've looked at all of their notes, watched all the film they could, and they're ready to just piece this together and put it together on the field. I believe that's what we've been seeing, and I've loved what we've got to see this season so far in NFL, definitely, but college football and NFL. But man,
and then let's take because we had the biggest boxing match probably of the decade.
Yeah,
this past weekend. Let's just take a quick intermission from football and switch over to this Canelo Alvarez versus Crawford. What is your reaction just from this match, this historic boxing match we had this weekend?
I think it was a great fight. A lot of people seen Crawford as the underdog, but I really didn't see it. I had read up on him. I had seen him before. I had watched more of his film and stuff, and I was just looking at like, bro, he has like 6 or 7 belts across multiple different weight divisions, and he always put him as an underdog just because he's a little bit, I guess they would say, shorter than Canelo. But, man, he came out there and he fought like his life depended on that fight. He fought like, yeah, I know I'm supposed to be here. Y'all don't know I'm supposed to be here, but let me show y'all something. And, man, he was in there. I think he controlled the fight more than people thought he would. And then I feel like he really could control the fight once they got in there, because he was a little bit, his arms was a little bit longer, so he could keep Canelo at bay when he needed to, or he could really control the fight. He could keep him at bay if he needed to. Keep him. Oh, he's throwing too much. Let me back him up. Let me throw a jab or something. Let me get him out the way, or let him get closer to me. Let me see if he really wanted to throw some.
It felt like what you describing. It just felt like he was kind of outclassed, man.
Yeah,
like it's totally just outclassed. It wasn't even like Canelo didn't have any control of the ring. It felt like,
nope.
You know, it felt like Crawford just had total control of the ring. It's like, okay, I want you to go here.
Yeah,
I want you to go there. You gonna try, and then when Canelo tried to break him up and maybe brawl with him a little bit, no, it felt like Crawford was able to just outbox him and just keep You know what I'm saying? Keep his just with his technique. It was like he was more technical with him, and then he was able to just take Canelo's grit away. It felt like he took Canelo's grit. It felt like he took Canelo's grit away from him. You know?
Yeah, I felt like
he
you
didn't
said
have that. You know?
Yeah, I feel like it was just a process of being outboxed. And then another thing, I think it was him, Canelo. I don't know. I feel like at some point in time, I ain't never got there to any point in time to this in my life, but I feel like at some point in time, when you get into a fight, or something, and then you kind of see everything flash before your eyes, especially when you're fighting a good fighter. So it was like, I feel like that first and second round, Canelo came out there thinking he was finna be the dictator. I'm finna dictate the fight. You finna do what I want to do. And Crawford came out there like, okay, no, let me show you what's up. I got this. I've been on my ones and twos. So Crawford got out there and outboxed him. So Canelo, it was like when Canelo thought he was finna do something, like, okay, I'm finna go put him in his corner. I'm finna back him against the ropes. I'm finna control the ring. He ain't finna get to the center of the ring. And then it was like Crawford just found something extra. Like just one extra thing.
Crawford's face was the only cut on Crawford's face was that basically the headbutt. I mean, he was. It felt like he was blocking everything. Like you said, when he was getting him up against the ropes, it felt like he was blocking everything against the ropes, or he was outboxing him on the ropes. And then when they was in the center of the ring, it was like he was opening up with combinations in the center of the ring, and just basically just tagging him up, piecing him up.
Do what he wanted to.
And man, what do you think about the Netflix rollout? How did you like that?
Man, I actually like it. I think it make it and more accessible because, like I said, for instance, for me and you, we like to go look at all of the sports. We like to go look at the biggest sports stories, the smallest sports stories, the biggest games, the smallest games. We'll sit there and go through all of those. So we'll have to search and find, pick and prod through all of the different sources to try and find the correct source to get to Jesus.
Basically the fight, you mean?
Yeah, the source that it is, you usually have to go on the internet and do that, and that made it really accessible because everybody and their mama have Netflix accounts. So you can just click on the Netflix app, and then
I love how this is the biggest fight of the decade, and it was that accessible on Netflix just for everybody. Man. That's like, I mean, they said what did they say they brought home 200 million.
200 million. They said that was the most watched fight over that was the most watched fight over stream wise, and then that was the most watched fight in a arena at the football stadium. They said that was the most people that had ever been to a fight. So man, I think that's really good how they finding these other sources to put the games and the fights and stuff on that aren't on regular TV, which a lot of people don't even have much regular TV anyways anymore. So they're just making it more accessible to everything, which is great. There's so much stuff you can go and find. But
yeah, I really like that production model. I think it's fair for everybody.
There you go. Yeah,
I think it's like kind of fair for everybody. Everybody gets a piece of the pie, and everybody kind of gets what they,
Get what you pay for, really.
Right, get what you pay for. You know, because at this point, like, who's even gonna buy a pay-per-view at this point? Nobody's ever gonna buy a pay-per-view.
Nobody's spending $50. That's $50 or $90.
Nobody's gonna buy those pay-per-view. The pay-per-view model is dead. It's a dead model. It's obsolete.
Correct. Obsolete. That's the right word. What obsolete? I'm done for.
Over with.
Don't know.
But anyway, you want to switch back to NFL?
Sure, we can talk about the sorry Raiders. Jesus Christ.
Geno Smith, man. It felt like it felt like, you know what's crazy? It felt like Geno Smith and Russell Wilson switched bodies last weekend. It felt like Geno Smith and Russell Wilson switched bodies, because it felt like Geno Smith was throwing all the passes that Russ was throwing last week. Geno was throwing this week, and what Geno was throwing last week, Russ was throwing this week.
Nah, boy. Geno.
Well, I'll let you talk about the Raiders. What are you seeing in the Raiders?
Well, I like what our defense is doing, because if anybody would have watched the game and seen that it was 20-9 at the end of the game, they were like, "Are you lying? The Raiders did not play. How are they still in the game?" I don't know how the Raiders stayed in the game, but our defense, they did what they could do. We don't have a good secondary, and it was shown. Our secondary got tested. Our secondary failed. And then our O-line, they didn't really. Our offense, they did okay. Geno, he didn't do okay. He needs to go back to the drawing board, because that first pass he threw, he tried to throw it down the seam, and it was cover 3, and that safety was right over the top. And that safety came down off of that seam, tipped the ball, and it tipped right to a linebacker for an interception on the first play of the game. So immediately, I'm like, oh my goodness, where is my remote? Where is the mute button? Where is the channel change button? Because I see how this is going to go. But then, you can't really just say, last year, as a Raiders fan, last year, that game would have got way out of hand, I feel like, because we didn't have no offense and we didn't have no type of energy on the field. I feel like Pete Carroll, he's giving us energy. Our offense with Geno Smith, even though he has to do better. It does look better. Our defense is playing a little bit better, but you just can't have, it's like we talked about with the Giants. Those penalties and those little mess ups here and there, you gotta bandage that up, and you gotta keep it moving with that, and you gotta go get that dub.
And I got another question for you.
What's up?
Are you satisfied with Ashton Genty through 2 weeks of play?
I'm still up in the air about how he's played. I like Ashton Genty as a player. I like how he looked in college. Has he been able to be the full Ashton Genty yet? I don't think so, because I don't think our offensive line is able to do that yet for him. But he has done great with what he has. Man, you see him get the ball a couple of times. I saw he had one of the lowest yards per carry in the league so far. What? Yeah, I saw he had one of the lowest yards per carry in the league. Oh, dang, I didn't realize that. Wow. The offensive line have they been feeding him a lot, or they haven't really been feeding him like that? I mean, I was going to say, once you You can feed somebody all they want. If it don't taste good, they ain't gonna eat that. You can load, hit them a bucket. Shoot. They been giving them the ball, but they shoot. Ain't nobody there to block for him. So, I mean, he's like I was gonna say, he's done what he can. When there's somebody in the hole, you better not get in the hole with him. Cause he the type of player I'll be looking. He the type of offensive player I'll be looking for. Oh, you want to try and run somebody over? Come on, let's see what you got. He be testing them safeties. The safeties will come downhill, and he'll run right. He'll step right to him. I seen him run somebody over and just keep on going, like he was in a forest or something, and hit something and kept on going. Dude just fell on his back and he kept on running. I like the way he runs. I like how he's a power back. A lot of people didn't realize that. A lot of people thought he was a speed.
And you want to know who I think is probably one of the most underrated players to start the season?
Who?
Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert. You think I think he's in one of those spaces to where he's not in the area. He's not in the big area. Okay, we're in big areas. I'm in Texas. You in Cali, New York. Your spaces are like that. Where's Justin Herbert at? Ain't he in
who's the quarterback? Who's the quarterback for the Chargers? That's not Justin Herbert.
I believe it is.
That's what I was talking about. I'm talking about the quarterback for the Chargers. He's in Los Angeles.
Yeah. But what were you talking about him?
I'm saying he's underrated. I think he's a pretty good quarterback.
I don't think he's underrated. I think people don't just talk about it. I think he's a great quarterback. I think a lot of people know that, but I just think a lot of people don't because he's not in an area where it's a lot of
just kind of underrated teams. It's kind of like because I think there's two football teams in Los Angeles, and it's like I think everybody prefers the Rams over the Chargers. Just the Chargers are coming from San Diego, so it's like I see more Rams fans than I see Chargers fans.
Yeah.
But anyway, what other top storylines you got across the NFL? We kind of had a big week in the NFL. What else are you seeing so far that you liking?
Man, let me see. I think another story. I think what you think about Pat Mahomes on his first 3-game losing streak of his career, which is really crazy, because didn't he graduate high school before us?
Yeah. He probably maybe 1 year or 2 years ahead of us. And they got the Giants this week, too. I think that's going to be it's going to be a good game.
It's going to be a good game.
Whoever loses that game is going to be. Whoever loses that game is going to be in the red.
Quick shit.
Yeah. But what do I think about Pat Mahomes going 0-2? I think it's a fluke. I think it's something that's not going to last. I think he's proven his greatness. I think he needs to get a receiver. He need to do something to get a free agent, some type of free agent receiver, because he doesn't have anybody that can stretch the field right now. Travis Kelce isn't like
he's
as
not
dynamic.
He dropped the pass. He dropped the pass right at the doorstep of the end zone the other day, and I think I don't think Travis Kelce's head is in full football mode anymore. I think he's got head. Yeah, I think he's focused on doing other. I mean, what else is there for Travis Kelce to do? He didn't win 3 Super Bowls, and now he's trying to move on and do the pop star thing. So it's like you could just tell Travis Kelce ain't really. He ready to go lay up with that girl.
But what Pat Mahomes do is he need to go get a free agent receiver ASAP.
Yeah, because there's a couple of receivers out here that should still be on the team.
And then you know who another person that I got to talk about again, and I can't believe I'm talking about him again?
Oh, Daniel Jones.
I got to talk about Daniel Jones, man. 2-0. Daniel Jones is 2-0 in 2025.
That nigga said, he said, let me get out of New York
Let me get up out of here. Let me get the hell on.
Let me think, because y'all are here. Because I ain't never seen, did Daniel Jones do anything like that in college, bruh?
And then I don't know. He went to Duke. They said that he was some sort of like just underrated prospect, and just extremely talented, but I hadn't heard of him coming out of college at all.
See, now that you said that, I think I might have heard about him once or twice. Running around with that 8 jersey on at Duke, right? You say he went to Duke?
Yeah, he went to Duke.
Yeah, I do. He ran a little read option, so.
But he has the rookie out of Penn State, Tyler Warren. He has Tyler Warren looking like Rob Gronkowski out here. Like, that's like he has Tyler Warren about to win Rookie of the Year throwing to him.
Hold on, time out. Let's rephrase. Time out. Rephrase that. Tyler Warren got him looking like Tom Brady.
Yeah, Tyler Warren got Daniel Jones looking like the reincarnation of Peyton Manning in Indianapolis. Like,
what?
And the Broncos aren't a bad team either.
They're not a bad team either. I think the NFC East and the AFC West got the best widespread divisional teams. Where you gonna get?
Yeah, you just saying that because y'all about to be in an uphill. Well, shit, we about to be in an uphill battle too. But y'all,
because
we both were kind of in the same battle because we both were coming off of being at the
first week. We're both second week.
Yeah, but look at what we put up second week.
It don't matter. Y'all still last in the division.
Okay, y'all last in the division too.
No, we're not. There's a couple 0-1s in the division, buddy.
Who did y'all play first week? The Patriots? That ain't nobody.
But y'all just played the Cowboys.
Y'all got the Commanders this week. Are y'all gonna beat the Commanders?
Hey, you tell me. Y'all got to be by them. You tell me.
The Commanders are tough to beat with Jaden Daniels. But hey, what did you think about the Packers-Commanders game last Thursday night real fast with Micah Parsons in his second game?
I think that defense, he could go to anybody defense, and you could just probably see the energy on the field raise. Before he even when he stepped up there to Green Bay, like they was just out there playing and stuff, and everybody knew he was coming in. Once he stepped up there, boy, you would have thought he was like Michael Jackson or Steph Curry or Kobe or Shaq or LeBron or somebody. You would have been like, what? They doing all of this for one person? I know it haven't been that loud in Green Bay in a minute, since probably Brett Favre now. Boy, they acted like, man, just the energy that he brings to your sideline, that could almost up you. But, man, once he got in the game and seeing how much he disrupt.
I mean, the thing about it is they were already a complete defense without him. So it's
and then they just added on.
Adding to it. And that's not an easy team to start off with either.
Yeah, that Green Bay Packers team is they're gonna be feeling good this whole year. The way they playing, they might be ready for anybody's offense, honestly, because their defense has been able to do the most widespread. You can't just be like, okay, they finna go cover 3. They finna have a safety over the top. They finna have two corners or something. Nah, they gonna mix that mug up, and they gonna have you thinking just as much as you want to have them thinking. So I ain't never really had too much to watch with the Packers, but that definitely does give me a whole bunch to watch, because I think the whole NFC is on look now. They all looking at the Packers, especially if you're on their schedule from here on out. So I think that was a great game. I think, man, what you think about these college football games, bro?
Well, first I want to start up before we start off and get into college. I want to do highlight an HBCU highlight. Deshaun Jackson got his second win of the season last week against Bowie State at Delaware State, 36-13. So shout out to Deshaun Jackson.
Shout out to Coach Jack. Got the boys right.
Delaware State boys getting right.
Man,
but then we had a couple. We had some other games throughout the college football season. I had some really major concerns about Arch Manning. Like,
you and me both. Shoot.
I mean, he got such a hype. I mean, he got probably the greatest hype. He probably got one of the greatest college hype jobs of all time. And we say that a lot, but I mean,
nah, this is for real.
I think it's probably one of the greatest hype jobs I've ever seen in my entire life. And he has so much pressure on him now. It's like, it's almost like, I don't know. What do you think about it? Right. Any wrong move.
They on his neck. If it's big or small. If you could delegate it to that's man's fault, or if it's another person's fault, they gonna narrow that down to Arch Manning. They gonna.
I mean, they said he had 22 passing yards in the first half against UTEP, JR.
Yeah, but I will say that UTEP D-line they are for real. Like, I think they could do that against anybody decent in the whole college football, all the college football guys. I do think Arch.
I don't think that's an excuse for him to have 20 yards. There's no excuse for him to have 20 yards.
I think he had too much fun last year because he's not focused. Clearly, he's not focused. You have 3 first-round receivers and probably a first-round tight end and probably a first or second-round running back, and you putting up. I think they put up 17 points at halftime, 14 points at halftime. I don't think he's by halftime against UTEP. Like, man, you was big and bad last year. I went out to Austin and seen you play. You ran through Mississippi State like they was middle school. And now you playing these teams that now they know who you are. This ain't your 3rd or 4th game. We got a whole film set of you now, buddy. We know what you like to do. We know how you like to throw, how you like to do little things. And it's just like, it feels like it's too much for him. If you ask me, I don't know how he feels at all.
I will say this with it. I'll try to be a little fair. Like, I do see that maybe they have a lot of new receivers coming in because they had a lot of people hit the draft.
Yeah.
So it may be like kind of like a small adjustment for them, but I mean, with the level of quarterback play that we would expect from him, I'll say that he was supposed to elevate
everybody.
The receivers, right? He's supposed to elevate them up and take them up a level. Even if they was a little bit behind from people leaving, and he was supposed to take him with him to the next level type.
Yeah, I agree with you with that. I feel like as the season moves along, because it is the third week for college football, I feel like it'll come to him a little bit more, but I feel like you can't let the pressure get bigger than you. You can't let it get too big. And I feel like he laid back, he cool, calm, and collected, but under that little visual you give us on camera and stuff, we understand you nervous, buddy.
But the thing about it, the one thing I like about him, though, the one thing I will say about him, he got that Eli. He kind of got that Eli demeanor. That's the one thing about Eli, man. Eli ain't never gonna. He might be messing up, but he ain't going out. Eli ain't going out.
I'm crying.
You know what I'm saying? So he just had that. He got a good demeanor about him, but Eli, if you throwing 5 picks and you know what I'm saying, you throwing the ball in the dirt and stuff and making all these mistakes, at some point. But moving on, we got to go straight to Georgia, Tennessee. What an insane matchup.
Boy.
I thought Tennessee was going to get their first win in close to a decade, I think, against Georgia.
Bro, that was a great game, too. They came out like, we here today. This our game. It seemed like everybody, for some reason, they coming out when it's like a statement or it's a game that I got their head beat in for a couple of times. Everybody like, okay, we're going to come out and show you what's up. Man, Tennessee came out there, mud. So it seemed like everybody just wanted to throw the ball 50 yards this week. We got a good day. Let's throw 50 yards. Let's let them go for 50 yards. Man, everybody these receivers just happy as all that get out. We got one catch for 50 yards, one catch for 60 yards. Oh, yeah. But, man, I think that was good to see for the SEC because I feel like regularly, we've kind of been having the expectation. We've been having a top 3 or top 4 same team every single year. So it's good to see a team spike up a little bit like Tennessee and have a real good game. Take a team like that to overtime. Take a team like Georgia to overtime. We used to seeing them get beat down by.
And I got a Heisman. I'll give this fool a Heisman watch after this Georgia-Tennessee game. Number 17 from Tennessee named Chris Brazzell out of Midland, Texas. This dude has 6 catches, 177 yards, average 29.5 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Dang, I ain't trying to get one-on-one with this man next week.
I mean, what a monster! What a nightmare matchup for Georgia last week.
That's the receiver you look at his stat line. You don't look at his film, nothing. You look at his stat line. Like, damn, it's gonna be a long week. Jesus, let's get ready. But man, when I say that, man, he came out there like he been wanting to do that for a couple years now. Like we done seen y'all run through us. Now let us get this. Man, he got out there Saturday and showed his tail, bro. I haven't seen, definitely not an SEC receiver play like that. Well, we might have seen 1 or 2 every year, but in a big game like that, yeah, we might have seen them SEC receivers run around and do that stuff on like lower tier teams or something, like one of the first week teams or something. But again, the same tier team to go up and do that, you making yourself some money. You making yourself some money. Them not recruiters. Them,
I think that matchup could be a future college football playoff matchup.
Ooh, that would be lovely to see Tennessee versus Georgia in a 12-team playoff.
Because I think that Gunnar Stockton, he's got something special as well.
I agree with you.
He's got a very good. The Georgia quarterback, they're just good at managing the game. Very good.
They know how to get a good game manager. Georgia, they've been able to do that for a couple of years straight now, or with a couple of different quarterbacks. They've had pretty good game managers.
Right, they put a guy in that's going to just do what they need to do to get the dub, and he had one fourth down touchdown that was just for about the 20-yard line at the end of the game. That was just incredible. You remember that one? It was over the shoulder.
I ain't even like you, JB. I hate that. Oh, I'm finna cut this mug off. This mug over. Man, I turned that mug off. I looked back up at the score just to check the score. Just looking at the score. Bruh. And they done threw another touchdown. I just said, Jesus. Let me stop turning these games off already. Especially. But, man, that touchdown was, like you said, unexpected, crazy, amazing. I don't know. You can put whatever title you want on it. Unexpected, hell. But, man, there's been so much stuff
moving on to Texas and Notre Dame. What do you think about Texas A&M coming back like that at the end of the game?
Well, I know differently from me differently from you. I had knew about a couple of Texas A&M players, specific players. I didn't know about their whole team. I think you knew a little bit more about that than me. But from the jump, I had A&M winning that game before when it was on paper because Notre Dame, they're an independent team, so they can play whoever they want. They're not going to pick and choose to play the best teams because we got to pay these teams to play them now. So when they had seen a team or have a team like that on their schedule, maybe like A&M this early. So I thought A&M was going to win the game from the jump, but it really. Seeing them come back and get the win, I wasn't expecting that. I thought when Notre Dame was up, I thought that game was like, okay, well, we can go on and start looking for another game to turn on next. And then you look up and A&M is right there. But I just don't think Notre Dame, I don't think they're ever ready to play in a game like that because it's like, y'all schedule is so up and down. Y'all play like a middle school team, then y'all play like the top tier high school team.
Well, I'll say this: they kind of got a balanced schedule this year. I'm looking at it right now. Usually I think it should be mandatory for them to have to play somebody from each conference, like a top team from each conference. Because I think if they just play Big 12 teams or they just playing like ACC teams, that's not like an accurate depiction of college, you know what I'm saying,
right.
College football to just have you just slide into the playoff every year just because y'all bringing in all the money or bringing in a lot of money, rather.
There you go. But man.
I thought Notre Dame would beat Texas A&M. I ain't gonna lie, I thought it would be close. But I thought they would beat Texas A&M. But Texas A&M they have some resiliency, man. They just don't go away. It seems like year after year they're coming away with some of these just thriller close games at the end or just high scoring just somehow. And I guess we got another receiver highlight this week. Mario Craver has 7 catches, 207 yards, 1 touchdown. With a long touchdown of 86 yards, longest reception of 86 yards. So he's going nuts on Notre Dame.
They ran all up and down the field on y'all. Jesus. 200 yards, 7 catches. You averaging about 45 yards a catch. My math ain't good, but it's a lot of yards. But, man.
But, yeah, moving on to this week, what do you want to see? What matchup are you excited to see this week in college football? I see Michigan, Nebraska should be decent. Auburn, Oklahoma. And
That should be a decent one.
Oregon, Oregon State. That's not going to be that crazy. So I guess Auburn, Oklahoma, Tulane, Ole Miss, Temple, Georgia Tech, Florida, Miami. Florida's already 1-2.
Yeah, Florida doesn't look that good. Last time I looked, Miami. If Carson Beck play how he's supposed to, Miami gonna beat them by 30 or 40. Miami looks good, and Miami's defense, their defense is gonna help them a lot in the playoffs. But what'd you say, Michigan State? What?
Michigan State SC.
Oh, that'll be a good game.
Oh,
that game is gonna be for all of the running backs.
That's gonna be good. And then here's probably the game of the week this week. Here's probably my game of the week this week. Sleeper game of the week too. Illinois versus Indiana.
Ooh, that's
two undefeated.
Freeze, and it's gonna be snowing in that mug.
Not quite. Not too far off yet. You know, those early September, it don't get cold in football until like middle October. These games are still like normal. After middle October, time to get your cold gear in order. Gear. And did we do what we wanted to see for NFL this week? This NFL week?
Hell no. Let's see who we got.
Let's see
who the Giants got this week. Oh, y'all got Pat Mahomes, badass Pat Mahomes.
Yeah, we already did Pat Mahomes.
Ooh, that's
not that many crazy matchups this week. I like the Raiders Commanders. That's actually going to be a pretty decent game.
That's going to be a defining game. We're going to see how much the Raiders can take because the Commanders got receivers and they got a good quarterback. So we're going to have to actually get after the quarterback, and we're going to have to play defense with our secondary, not linebackers and D linemen. So I think this is a good game to have early on in the season to put a check mark in and be like, okay, this is what was going on at this. This is what we don't want going on after this. This is what's gonna go on. So I like that matchup.
And you know what I want to my spotlight NFL game for the week? Besides the Giants, obviously. Cincinnati versus Minnesota.
Cincinnati, Minnesota. Ooh, that's gonna be a great receiver matchup. We're gonna see what DB. We're gonna see who got a name back there in the secondary.
It's gonna be even more interesting because Joe Burrow's out. He needs toe surgery.
Oh yeah, he did. He hurt his foot.
Yeah, he's gonna be out for 3 months.
Did you see the play, bro?
Did I see the who?
The play where he hurt his foot. He tried to do like brotherly. What's it called? The Eagles. What's that little play called? The brotherly shove.
The Eagles. The cute little QB sneak.
Yeah, he did that and he jumped up and somebody hit his foot and I guess it broke. And
he broke his toe on the QB sneak.
Oh, on the QB, he jumped. He tried to. You know how they jump over the pile because everybody be going by the legs now. He jumped over there. I believe he jumped over the pile. And somebody hit his leg, and then the next thing you seen is JJ. You see him walking into the locker rooms with his head down. You can see him kind of dragging like he was crying. What's up, boo?
Wow.
Man, yeah, you got to start protecting you. I know they coming up with different ways and stuff to be more efficient with scoring and stuff, but you can't put your quarterback. Now you ain't got a quarterback for the whole rest of the year. You done practiced with this guy the whole off season, did summer workouts, you did 2-a-days. Now you done did something he not used to. Well, he is used to running the ball. Well, it took him out of position.
I can't say. I mean, he's kind of he's not like a statue. I wouldn't say Joe Burrow's like a statue. That's kind of like a freak accident to me, because at a certain point, it's like we got to play football. I kind of like I like the style of quarterback that can run the ball. Yeah, I like the style of quarterback that can run the ball a little bit. I don't like the statues like.
Oh yeah, we can't.
We all out here. We all got pads on. We all out here playing football. Sir. Like, I understand. You do got to protect your quarterback, but at a certain point, okay, say it's fourth down. You know what I'm saying?
You can only do so much.
You know what I'm saying? It's 4th and 1. We got to get this first down. We got to go play football. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So I mean, it's a freak injury, but it's like, you can't get discouraged. I don't think you can get discouraged by that.
Heck no. That's that next man up situation. Hey, have your shit together. Let's get it. Come on.
Yeah, and that's one of the craziest parts of the game, though. Too, honestly, when you with somebody like you said, we done trained all off season with this man. We got visions of this man on Sunday scoring touchdowns with us, and now it's like a whole new vision. It's a whole new but also, have you been seeing the Minnesota quarterback?
The Minnesota quarterback.
J.J. McCarthy?
He's been trying to use his feet a little bit more. Didn't he have more? My bad.
Well, the thing about I think he's been kind of slowing that offense down a little bit.
I feel that.
Because how you got Adam Thielen, you got T.J. Hawkinson, you got Justin Jefferson, and you got Young Naylor, and you got the running backs pretty good. I haven't really heard it. They got Aaron Jones too, though.
Yeah, I was going to say he had a Texas, if I ain't mistaken.
But he's a little old, but I think still with that offense, you gotta. He's been throwing picks and getting sacked, and I don't know. It's gonna be a good matchup. Honestly, if you got Justin Jefferson, you have no excuses.
You have no excuse to not be in the game.
Yeah, you have no excuse to not be in the game with Justin Jefferson. That is like crazy. But yeah, that'll be a good matchup. But you got any last thoughts?
No, not really. Just, man, I'm gonna have my eyes open the whole week, college football and NFL, because I feel like last week was good, so it could only get better. So I'm gonna be watching them. That's really all I got, man.
Yeah, I think we got to a lot today. We're gonna get to some more next week, every week until the end of the season. We live, a Source of Podcast. It's been J.R. Hart and Jabari Butler. We out, baby.
We out.